And what do you have to say for yourself today?
Not a word.
All right. So today, that's it, huh? Today we are going to attempt to do some vinyl wrapping on this guy. So first things first, we just cleaned it with soap and water. Get that all done. So now we need to make a template. So we're going to put vinyl everywhere you see this stuff because this is ugly, at least in my mind. So we need to make a template for all these cutouts and everything. Hopefully get something that will sit on there nice and tight. And then once we have a clean template, then we'll figure out how to get the vinyl down on there. Never done vinyl before, so I don't know how this is going to go. But this is nice, got a nice smooth surface. I was just telling Pops, I think I could probably peel this thing off because I was using the heat gun to clean this, and I thought, oh, I could probably peel this off. But the surface under this is probably not as nice as this, so I'm not going to bother with that. So we'll get started, try and make a template, see what happens. Alright, so we just took some templating paper here, just made a template. It's a little rough around these openings right here, I'm not quite sure, but I think it's okay if the openings are a little bit too small, because we can put the vinyl on there, then cut it. I've got my X-Acto knife here. For all of the other openings, I'm just going to kind of mark where they are, but I don't think I need to really do anything with those right now. I think those will just basically press everything down like this and then push it down inside the holes is what my plan is.
I have an epiphany.
What?
Look at that desk. We could send this to Hunter Biden. He could make a painting out of it.
Hunter Biden?
Yeah, look at it.
What does Hunter Biden have to do with this?
Well, he doesn't need any straws to make this painting. He can just take it as is.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's some Hunter Biden lore that I don't know about here, so...
The president's son.
I know who he is, yeah. But I don't know what that has to do with the Jackson Pollock painting or whatever we're looking at here. But anyway, can I get back to work?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so I cut these pretty close to size here and here, but left everything else long, as you can see here. We're going to try and start in the center and work our way out, and well, we'll just test fit it first and see how it goes. Go from there. All right, so there's the first pass. Ran into some trouble. You see it kind of cut through in a few places. Got some wrinkles and things in there. This side was really not cooperating with us. We finally got it to work with the heat gun and everything, but the grain pattern kind of dies off like that. So like I said, we didn't figure we'd get this right the first time, so we'll give it a try, see what worked, see what didn't work. For these things here, there's not really any way that I can see to get the vinyl to wrap up tight to that edge right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put some black spray paint around these things so that we don't have to try and get it so tight. And then hopefully you won't be able to see it. If we can get a good cut around the edge, like this one's a little better than the one up here. Hopefully you won't be able to see it. And we'll see. But the finish is nice where it lays out. Good, you can see there. That looks real nice. We need to make the pattern bigger so that we don't end up with stuff like this. And we'll make these holes smaller when we cut them so that they can fit around there a little easier. Now, try it again. Now we're going to put a few coats of this stuff on here. The first coat didn't come out very nice. I don't know if it needed an adhesion promoter or something else, but it looks a little suspect, but I think it'll be okay. So I just put a pretty light coat on it and try and get it covered in that first one because it didn't look like it was going to. So we'll put a few coats on here and then we'll see where we stand.
Should start. Anyway.
All right, so here we go. I switched paints because that's SEM paint really wasn't working properly, so this looks okay. We got one little run in it right here. It looks pretty nice, to the point that if the vinyl doesn't work, we have a backup plan here. We'll just clean this up a little bit and do it with this. Anyway, so we got that ready. We cut out a new template with smaller holes here and everything else oversized, so that hopefully it doesn't give us any trouble. So what we did last time to get it separated is we cut through this center part right here because it's open anyway, and then use the X-Acto knife to cut away the backing material and peel it away so that we can start from the center and work out. We'll try that again, see how it goes. All right, so the one that we did with the small holes did not work out at all because it made it really impossible to get things and it was bunching up too much in the middle. So we threw that one away, started over again. This one's coming out pretty nice. There's still some globs and imperfections in it, but you know, what can you do? So these guys came out real nice here. See how good those came out. So basically you take the heat gun gently, because it'll rip if you hold it on there too long. Heat gun. We'll show you one on the other side. Just kind of nudge this down there. I'll just show you one right now, why not? So get this one here. A little bit of heat. Kind of stick it down in there. A little more. Right, that. Get it to lie down a little bit. Let's do this one. You gotta be careful because this stuff will rip. Again. Shouldn't be doing this with one hand. You get the idea. And then I'm gonna take this guy and go around the edges there and tuck it down inside where it's sticking up here. Tuck it down in there as tight as you can get it, then take the X-Acto knife, cut the inside edge off. Well, in general, that looks pretty nice. Pops is blocking the light just in the spots where the bad spots are, so that's good. Right here, you can see it's didn't want to sit down nicely, but the spots where it did, it looks really good. I do like the color, the contrast. I think Pops was right. The black is the right choice here. So we got everything to work pretty well. The fact that we painted it black really helped, because then any place where you've got a little blemish or something in the vinyl, you can't see it. So if you're going to do something like this, you definitely need a backing color that matches pretty well. But it's pretty good. What do you think, Pops?
I like it if you move your patella and pop that in. Oh, much better.
I think this looks more expensive than paint.
It looks something to have in a Jaguar, Rolls Royce or something.
Yeah.
Instead of just a normal shit.
Yeah, it's just a shame we ended up with these little blemishes here. I can't get them out. I've tried. They won't come out, so this would be a place where if the vinyl was a little thicker, it would help. But then you wouldn't be able to get these to go. So you can see how these came out real nice. No complaints about those. This thing over here came out good. Yeah, so we'll stick with it. I may end up hating it. I don't like shiny things inside the car. They kind of bug me. But we'll give it a try. So I think that's going to do it for today, huh?
Yep.
That was a lot of work.
A lot of work. 4 hours just for that. And
sorry.
Tricky. But it's kind of cool. Never worked with it, but
Yeah.
I like it. Looks expensive.
The console will be a lot easier
Yeah.
than this. But yeah, if you don't see the little imperfections, it looks fantastic. It's real nice.
Look at my face. Do you see any? Who cares?
I don't see anything. Looks good to me.
Imperfections, I mean.
I know.
Yeah.
Looks good. I'll keep cutting you out of frame. Sorry. All right. Call it a day then.
Let's do it.
So next time we should be able to wrap this thing up.
Yes, we should.
Hopefully.
So we need to fix those 2 terminals first, right? Not the one to the door harness, but this bigger one that we got a ground still.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Well, you can get at it after you put the console in.
Well, anyway, we were talking about the fact that the windshield wipers don't work, so I think I may need a... Where's this switch anyway? Where'd it go? It's not this one, but if you need to ground this thing, because there's a loose ground wire inside the harness. I don't know where it goes. I'm suspecting it might go there. So we'll play around with that next time and see if we can get the windshield wipers to work. And the light. And then, oddly enough, I don't know what happened on the other light switch that's in the car. This thing just busted off, and we can't find it. I just was looking at it one day, and I'm like, hey, where'd this go? It's
I
not...
see a light here.
Well, there's lights, yeah.
I know, but it might be in there and all that.
So if we can't find the other one, then we'll snap this one off and super glue it onto the other one. which is kind of a shame, but I don't know what happened to that. So, anywho, that's going to do it. So we'll catch you on the next one. Yeah?
Yes.
Adios.
Adios.